Rynis stared at the laptop screen, the glow reflecting in their tired eyes. Two opposing articles screamed their headlines, each pulling Rynis in opposite directions. One detailed horrific acts, demanding justice, accountability, and retribution. The other pleaded for understanding, highlighting the perpetrator's humanity, their struggles, their pain. How could empathy exist in the face of such suffering? How could understanding bridge the chasm of pain inflicted? Rynis wrestled with these questions, the weight of the world settling heavy on their shoulders. There had to be a way to reconcile these seemingly opposing forces. Rynis longed for a solution, a way to hold both the gravity of the situation and the possibility of compassion. The answer, they knew, lay somewhere in the tangled space between justice and mercy, accountability and forgiveness. But where? And how to even begin to untangle it all? Rynis leaned back, closing their eyes, picturing a set of scales. One side heavy with the consequences of actions, the need for justice, the cries for accountability. The other side lighter, holding the potential for empathy, the understanding of shared humanity, the possibility of forgiveness. Were these concepts inherently at odds? Could one side exist without diminishing the other? Rynis thought of Tania Singer's research on compassion and empathy, how it highlighted the importance of understanding without condoning. Could understanding the perpetrator's pain, their motivations, truly coexist with acknowledging the suffering they inflicted? Could empathy serve as a bridge, a way to acknowledge the humanity of all involved without diminishing the need for justice? Opening their eyes, Rynis glanced back at the laptop screen. Split screens now showed images of war, destruction, hate, and cruelty. The conflict raged not just within Rynis, but also in the world around them. The need for justice, for accountability, echoed loudly. It was clear to them that they are not willing to compromise over their perspectives. Could this approach, this search for shared humanity, offer a way forward?
Understanding the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is a deeply rooted struggle, with historical grievances and perspectives that span generations. For Israelis, the creation of their state in 1948 was a moment of triumph and survival after the horrors of the Holocaust. For Palestinians, it marked the Nakba, or catastrophe, where many were displaced from their homes. Both sides have experienced immense pain and loss, shaping their narratives and fueling the ongoing conflict. The complexities of this conflict are vast, with each side holding deep-seated fears, hopes, and aspirations.
Rynis closed their laptop, a sense of turmoil brewing within them. The path forward seemed fraught with conflict. The scales of justice and mercy felt increasingly imbalanced. Rynis now felt that empathy was a weakness, a distraction from the truth. It was about standing firm in their beliefs, even in the face of opposition. It was about recognizing that some actions were unforgivable and some people irredeemable. And that conviction, that refusal to compromise, was perhaps the most defiant act of all. As Rynis shut their laptop, a storm of emotions swirled within them. The path ahead was shrouded in shadows, each step echoing with the clash of ideals. The scales of justice and mercy felt increasingly imbalanced, tipping towards a rigid, unyielding stance. Empathy began to seem like a frail, distracting weakness, a vulnerability that could be exploited. Rynis grappled with a newfound realization: standing firm in one's beliefs, even amidst a sea of opposition, required an ironclad resolve. It was about acknowledging that some transgressions were beyond forgiveness, that some individuals were beyond redemption. This unwavering conviction, this refusal to compromise, emerged as the most defiant act of all. The journey ahead would delve deeper into the abyss of emotions. In our next video, Rynis will explore the powerful currents of hate and anger, dissecting how these intense feelings shape our actions and beliefs. Stay tuned for more insights as we navigate these turbulent waters together.